honest, this car is gold. Racing Granny Gold. I named this car Kurt. Perhaps I should have called it Oscar. If I'm honest, I don't really like gold cars. And the gold Rover 25. Gold kind of enforces an idea of prestige, like a better quality product, but in a very tacky Blackpool souvenir shop fashion. And on a Rover as well, it's kind of almost a gold Rover 25 is trying to punch above its weight. For me, a Rover should have an interesting yet sedate colour. Something like this. Or that. Or this. Or that. Not this though. None of that lot is going to stop me from making the most of this car though. I want to make this desirable. At least a lot more desirable than it currently is. So one important job to me is to do something with this window, because if you understand how water works, you will know it can get through that gap. Yep, water. It's a very, very useful thing. In fact, we couldn't live without it. But the water molecules, of course, are very, very small indeed, and they can easily get through a gap like that just there. And they do. I reckon almost every single person you would ask would prefer their car without a wet carpet, or without a misted up windscreen, or mould developing everywhere. Water inside cars, not where it belongs. My friend has tried to fix this and failed basically. So we're going to find out now whether that is because he is useless, or there's such an unusual problem with this car that you could never do anything about it. Window regulator out, can't see anything wrong with it, but I'm going to bung another one on. When in doubt, bung another one on. Would you like to watch me fit a window regulator? You probably wouldn't, so I'll speed it up a little bit. Fit it in the hole. That's the start of the job. You've got to fit it in the hole. That's the start of the job. Sticking the window regulator in the hole. I need to get my tripod working properly again. I've glued it together, but I don't entirely trust it to work. So that's why I'm not using it, because one thing I don't want to happen is to bung my phone on there and then it fall off. Whereas where it's sat at the moment, that's a little bit unlikely to happen. So, with a spare window regulator and the seal pulled out, I think the problem might have something to do with this thing here not being clipped into the right place. That works. I've just sent my friend Dan that video. It's not rubbing it in or anything, it's just I'm quite pleased that I got to the bottom of it. And do you know what? Do you know why I got to the bottom of it? I think it's because I'm not a mechanic. Yeah? Right. Bit of twisted logic here. Possibly, anyway. You know, when you look at something with a fresh pair of eyes, like when you can't find something because you're staring right at it. That kind of thing, somewhere. You know, not looking at the obvious thing. And the obvious thing to me was not that. That's my first attempt of doing a clean up on the inside. It's come up quite well. Still a few other bits to do on it yet, but it's much better than it was. I would call that a transformation. Can you tell what I'm doing? Yes, I'm having a little drive in Project Kurt. I hate traffic lights. Surprise! That's the end of the video. No conclusion, just a surprise ending. Hope you like that.